No alcohol or no African Americans or reporters were actually hurt during the making of this video, but Andy Polakowski should consider himself lucky.
I'm Kyle Fisher, and now to tonight's breaking story. On Wall Street tonight, a bomb exploded, killing almost 40 people. Now to Andy Polakowski with this breaking story.
Mitchell, can I have a word with you? Sir, yes. How are you doing? Hello, good evening. This is Mitchell Palmer, Attorney General.
How can I help you?
Can you tell me what happened here?
Well, within the past 2 years, there have been 36 bombings such as these. Now, unfortunately, we believe that these are signs of communist terrorism in our nation.
Yes, I see what you're talking about. Well, good luck with your fight against communism.
Well, thank you, but it's not going smoothly. As you know, you probably know, there have been 38 deaths here today, and unfortunately, many hundreds more have been injured. And I promise you, the American public, that I will not rest until these injustices are rectified.
All right, everyone, thank you.
Thank you.
Mitchell Palmer.
Down with democracy, long live communism!
No! Who are you? Get down! You're under arrest! I place you under contempt of United States law.
Oh, it's Havoc! It's Havoc! Oh my!
Great story, Andy. Now we'll be right back after this word from our sponsors.
Now that winter is approaching, it is time to stop by your nearest Frank Ferrando Ford Motor Shop. Tired of walking the cold, windy streets of Chicago? Well, travel in style and warmth with one of the new Ford Model Ts. It'll take you to your job or your favorite speakeasy. Sporting a 4-cylinder engine and a whole 30 horsepower, this new Ford's kick butt. Woo-hoo! So come by the nearest Frank Ferrando Ford store today and tell them Chris sent you. And I make cars for the American man because that's who I am and that's who I care about.
And we're back. For the past couple of months, thousands of Polish, German, Irish, and French immigrants have been pouring into American harbors. But with the passing of the Immigrant Restriction Act, this could all be changing. Today's act limits the amount of immigrants to 350,000 per year. It also limits how many people from each country are allowed to enter into the U.S. The act states that only 3% of the country's population is allowed to migrate to the U.S. The act is being passed on the heels of the country's growing xenophobia, a condition where people are beginning to have an anti-foreign feelings. Hopefully, with this act being passed today, American citizens will be able to accomplish their goal of making the immigrants more like them in a process we like to call Americanization. In further news, black migration is a growing topic within the United States. Now we go to Andrew Polakowski, again with an interview with Richard Wright. Take it away, and
Hello and welcome to the WKKK. I'm here with Mr. Richard White from Mississippi. He has been involved in black migration up north. Hey, Mr. White, why have you decided to move up north?
Trying to get myself a job, a little bit of dignity and respect.
Are you surprised that nearly 1 million black people have moved up north with you?
Nah, it's 4.5 million crazy hood of white people down there. I'm not trying to have any of that.
That's understandable. All right, thank you, Mr. Wright.
You rape my wife. White power.
Are you getting this? Are you getting this?
great story, Andy. We have to leave for a commercial break. We'll be right back.
Hi, Bob Woodruff here, CEO and Chairman of the Board of Coca-Cola Companies, and I'm here to present the new Coke. This Coke is delicious. It is sweet to the taste, and the carbonation just hits your nose. If you don't believe me, watch this guy as he enters the bar.
Coke, please. That was delicious. After a long day at work, nothing suits me better than an ice cold Coca-Cola.
See, now what did I tell you? The new Coke's gonna knock them off their socks. And with the new international bottling companies we have going all around the world, All the people around the world will now be able to enjoy the great taste of Coke.
Back. We're now going to send it out to Andy Polkowski, who's at the 22 and a half Club for tonight's last story.
Since the start of Prohibition in the 1920s, the 22 and a half Club, which is a nice speakeasy, has become very popular. Here we have Mr. Al Capone.
Hey, how you doing?
How are you doing, Al Capone?
I'm great. How are
Pretty
you?
good? Alright. How has Prohibition helped your alcohol selling business?
Well, Prohibition has been great for my alcohol business. Since it's been passed, liquor is not allowed to be sold anywhere legally. But people have no choice but to come to me if they do want alcohol. So business has been great.
That's good to hear. So, where do you store your alcohol?
Mr. Polkowski, if I told you that, I'd have to kill you.
Next question. Okay, so finally, Mr. Capone, I've noticed 7 dead bodies in the back. Can you tell me anything about that?
Hey, why don't you go show them why there's 7 dead bodies in the back?
Hey,
Let's go.
what? Where we going?
Thank you, Mr. Capone, and good luck, Andy. Well, that just about wraps it up for the 6 o'clock news. For the WKKK TV, I'm Kyle Fisher. You stay classy.